Our sixth caution here at Auto Club Speedway with right now 9 laps to go. And Ricky Stenhouse, as he is,
to the pit box.
Got a lot of damage, and let's take another look.
Somebody got in the back of James Busher, looks like maybe Carmichael, and then just forced him, Busher, into the 7, and then it just, man, it all breaks loose.
So at least 3 cars with heavy damage. Let's go on board with Danica and just listen.
There, entry bumper, still there, clear. Outside now, outside, 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 outside. Stay low, hold the brake there. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. We got a big wreck there. Keep the wheels straight as you can. Keep the wheels straight as you can. Right there. You'll be alright.
Alright, but what should I do?
Just come on to the pit. Come on around here. Be fine.
One more angle.
Yeah, you could see that the spotter told her that there was someone outside. She gave room to that car, and then unfortunately, wow, I don't know if he got hit from behind, turned out. Hard to tell right there.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell exactly how it happened, but definitely contact from James Busher.
And there's Danica as she's taking it back to the garage area, and her day obviously is over. A tough break here because she really had a top 15 car, and you can see just the look in her eyes.
Yeah, she's got to be disappointed, but she still has to be looking forward to some of the next races coming up because, man, they made a lot of headway this weekend.
Yeah, and this one wasn't her fault by any stretch of the imagination. She drove a great race in the season ender at Miami in the IndyCar Series, racing teammate Tony Kanaan side by side for lap after lap, and she ended up finishing second in that one. And then came out here, and she was running as high as 13th, got passed for 14th at the time of the crash. And there is Ricky Carmichael, the second car that they've dinged up this weekend.
When it was like that, they're telling us we got to go behind the wall.
So you heard the call, take it behind the wall.
Go.
So Ricky Carmichael had a great start to his nationwide career last week at Kansas. Is not going to have the kind of result that they were hoping for. He was running on the lead lap as well, had another good run going. So tough breaks for 2 rookies here in the Nationwide Series. Let's get back to the battle at hand because we're still going to have another restart. Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski up front.
Well, by what we've seen, nobody has anything for Kyle Busch on these restarts. His car might not be to his liking for a longer run, but that's not what he has to deal with here. He's only going to have about 6 laps. So he's going to have to try to hold these guys off.
Well, the lights are out on the pace car, which means we'll be going back to green flag racing next time by. Behind the top 3 of Busch, Edwards, Keselowski is Allgaier, Truex, Harvick, Newman, Almirola, Logano, and Mike Bliss has punched his way with that number 40 car into the top 10. So a great run for that team, because that's not one of the higher funded teams. You look at the quarter panel, you won't see a sponsor on that 40 car. So a great run going right now for Bliss. Right now we show a total of 22 cars. Old Faithful has erupted back in the garage area. 22 cars on the lead lap.
Well, they've had all kinds of problems with that car. I don't think they'll get back out.
Well, right now we only have 7 laps remaining. And Jason Radcliffe looks over and says, okay, guys, it's out of our hands.
Yeah, they've done their job. They put their man out front where he likes that good clean air and can control these restarts. So it's all up to their drivers to see what they can do on the racetrack now.
You know, you saw Jack Roush there. Roush Fenway Racing and Joe Gibbs Racing have combined won 11 of the last 13 nationwide races here at Auto Club Speedway. And he's got a good chance with Carl Edwards running in second place right now. And whoops, Pace lights have just come back on, so we're going to go another lap around here. The 2-mile circuit at Auto Club Speedway gives
and everything comes around, but okay. I know it usually doesn't.
All right, well, pace car has pulled off. Well, I asked you to put yourself in the mind of the other guys, and you're hoping for him to spin tires, but we're back to green, and I don't see much in it. Spin it all. Here we go.
Carl hanging with him there for a minute, though.
Carl goes to the high side to protect from Allgaier, and it allows Keselowski to sort of sneak in underneath him.
Brad's going to try to get a nice run on the high side here, see if he can get up to the right rear quarter panel.
He's got a good run. I don't think Kyle's going to get quite as far out this time.
There's Harvick also in the mix by Allgaier. Martin Truex in this mix as well. Here comes Logano as he pulls out to follow the 33.
Yeah, this is not exactly where Kevin's car is good. You can see Allgaier coming back on the outside.
Truex going underneath the 60. You can see how much of a lead Kyle Busch has gained in just one lap. This time by 4 to go. We talked about Martin Truex. In fact, you mentioned it, DJ. Could be one of the spoilers. But right now, he's got his hands full with Carl Edwards.
Yeah, but he's done a nice job in this race car as he takes that third spot away from Carl Edwards.
He moves into third, right behind Brad Keselowski.
Yep, had to get out of the throttle.
And look at Kyle just pulling away. Here comes Carl back on Truex. Allgaier's going to follow. Harvick's going to stay on the high side. Down below the line for the 60 and the 12. Oh, we're going to have a rewatch sandwich. Right, this could get rough.
Yep,
yeah, here it comes. Low, now 4 wide. Logano says, I want to get away from this.
Well, that's a wreck that didn't happen there. Got a flat tire. It's like the 99.
Yep, Truex has got the flat. Look at Kyle just pulling away, and Truex hanging on.
Take care of it right here.
Look out.
Still coming outside. Still coming outside. Hold your line right there. Hold your line.
He's
Hold
trying.
your line. Hold your line. Clear high right there. Just sit tight. Sit tight up there.
Back to the battle with Allgaier and Almirola, and here comes Newman. Also Reed Sorensen and Mike Bliss. This is all for position.
Look at Newman down in the grass. I mean, he had the left sides touching the grass.
And now he slides up. We're getting tight again. Allgaier says, I've seen this movie just 1 lap ago. He holds on to the spot for now. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch continues to lead. 2 laps remaining. His margin, 0.8 of a second. The battle is right there as you see those guys going tooth and nail after each other.
Yeah, our in-race reporter, Eric Almirola, doing a nice job. He said his car was pretty good on the shorter runs. He's got himself up there in the 6th spot right now.
It's Reed Sorensen a little bit further back, right there, and then off further back even more is Paul Menard. Here comes Newman again underneath the 88. Can't get anything accomplished. This time by, white flag is flying for Kyle Busch. Already won 11 times this year, and Busch could be extending, and probably is going to extend that record-setting streak to 12 wins in a season. He's down the backstretch for the final time.
Well, he hasn't had the dominant car we've seen here a lot. He's had a very, very fast race car, but everything's worked out in his favor. He came back from a pit road speeding penalty.
It's going to be his 9th Nationwide Series win from the pole as he brings it out at turn number 4, chalk up, win number 12 for 2010, as here comes Kyle Busch.
Yeah, man. That's why you're the champ, man. Thank you so much. Good job, guys.
Harvick did battle back to get around Edwards for 3rd. Then it was Logano, Almirola, Newman, Allgaier, Bliss up to 9th, and Reed Sorensen rounding out the top 10. The congratulations in the 18 camp. And Kyle Busch just keeps extending the record now up to 12
But if you
wins.
do want to do it real easy.
Joe Gibbs, go ahead.
I'm sorry, they seal these engines after these races that they can run again. They're forced to actually run these engines more than once. So they told him right there they could do he could do a burnout, but he had to be real easy on the engine.
Remember Alan talking about in Countdown 6 in a row if they could pull it off? Joe Gibbs Racing has now done it. They've won the last 6 Auto Club Speedway races, a series record for the most consecutive races won by a team at a single track. Is Is that your definition of being easy?
I don't hear it up against the rev limiter yet.